Okay, boys and girls, so here we are on Fiction Genres and Smart Learning Suite. Remember that when you go to log in, it may ask you to sign in with Google and then to click your Google account. Then you'd have to put in a screen name, which just is your first name. Then you would want to choose that you are at school and that you're a minor, meaning you're a kid. Okay, it's not, I've been working on the railroad type of minor. It is a minor, which means you're under 18. All right, so here is the fiction genres part of the lesson. And remember, Ms. Bell does record everything. Over here, you could click this to hear the sound, and it would read to you what we're going to do in this lesson. And then you click down. So this left-hand toolbar over here helps you to get around. First question, what is a genre? And sorry about this. I did not make this part, but it should be what is a genre. Is it a magical person? But this choice doesn't really take you to where you need to go. So is it a school supply or is it a type of story? So you would click one of these, and if you click a school supply, it would say, wah, wah, wah. That's incorrect. The genre is a type of story, movie, or video game. All right, let's go back, because if you click the right answer, a type of story, it takes you to this one, and it says, great job, you're correct. A genre is a type of story. Go to slide 5. So you have to skip through this slide and get to slide 5. All right, then it talks about realistic fiction. Again, I have everything over here where you can hear it read to you, and then you scroll down, and then it says, you guys have something here that says start. So let's see if I can get to it. Okay, so here we are on the handout, the way you guys are going to see it. It says, would a story about a group of students who enter an art contest be a realistic fiction story? Okay, so it says up here, click and drag the pool area, the light orange tab, for the correct answer. So you click and you would drag this down to find out the answer. I'm not going to show it to you. All right, to get out of the activity, I think that you could back up like I'm doing here. And you can also click on the slide presentation area over here, and then click on the next slide, because sometimes it's tricky to get out of the slides or the activities. All right, then it goes through historical fiction, and it has another activity that you guys will be going to. And remember, you're going to click start. I have to go the long way. All right, so would a story about aliens from the future be a historical fiction story? So you would go over here, you would click and pull and find out the answer. All right, and then after that, if it ever gets too big where you can't see the down arrow, stuff like that, I don't know why it does that, but you can also use this instead. So let's go to fantasy, and there's the down arrow again. All right, and then some of these did not work correctly, so I had to change them a little bit. Like this one for fantasy. It says move or click yes or no, and then drag it for the correct answer. So you would drag it and move it over to see which one's right. The Little Mermaid's an example of a fantasy story, so yes or no, you drag it. All right, and then let's go back down. Mystery it has. Then it also has a mystery activity. And then we get into science fiction. We get into literary genres after that. Okay, so let's look at the science fiction one real quick. So this one, it tells you all about science fiction. And then let's go down to the next slide. And you would do your whole start, and it would take you to the activity. And for me, it says, a story about a family of robots would be an example of a science fiction story. So we can't click yes or no. It doesn't work for some reason. So it says, use a pen tool to the left to circle the answer you think is correct. Here's our pen tool. You click that, you pick a color, and then you could circle which one you think it is, whether you think it's yes, whether you think it's no. Okay, say you think it's no, that a story about robots would not be science fiction. Now you click and you go down, or you click on the slides symbol and go down to see if you're right. If you chose yes, you are correct. Yay! And then you can go to the next slide. If you said no, go to the next slide and it's tell you, nope, try again. It's actually correct. A story about a family of robots is science fiction. So that's the way this works. It's really kind of cool and fun. And then after a while, you get down into some games that you can play. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then there's a final wrap-up game that you would play as 5th graders. Okay? All right. Well, have fun with it. And next week we'll go over this again and we'll review. So if we have a mini quiz, you guys have at least 3 weeks to remember this stuff. All right. Bye.